9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Twas the night before Thanksgiving, and everybody in WWT wanted to give thanks to everybody on the show. This is your PR princess, your timeless elite, Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me, on a special edition where we do want to give thanks, want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving right before the big day tomorrow. But we do want to give you some quick news because a lot happened in the wrestling. We had last night NXT, and we have AEW Dynamite tonight. But I'm not alone. I'm very happy to have one of our officials here. He's going to talk a lot about Mr. NXT, and he has a lot to say. It is our own councilman, Will Pharaoh, in the building.
No longer the councilman. My name is Christina. As advertised on all socials, because for some reason TK refuses to write my name in the promo when she puts these out. For some reason, I'm always Christina. I don't know why. So for this episode, I am Christina, and I will only be addressed as Christina. And just for that, she should cut her screen on. She wants to jump up, but she's getting her hair done. No, let us see the magic get done. Break the kayfabe. Everybody see it.
Break our kayfabe. That's our boss lady for you. But how are you doing today on this Wednesday?
I can't complain. Still a little under the weather thanks to these sinuses and changes and stuff like that. But we out here getting ready for Thanksgiving. Ain't no fucking thing as Thanksgiving Eve. Don't know why people keep writing that. Ain't never heard that in my 38 years of living. So ain't no such thing as that. But yes, I'm excited. I get to be off for 2 days. Don't have to do anything. I'm a cook, get high, and watch Harry Potter. That's it. What about you, Courtney? Have you regained your energy since this past weekend?
Yes, I have re-energized a little bit as well, because after we wrap up Dynamite, I'm going to be doing baking in the kitchen, which is the best part, doing it late at night, because my dad already did cooking. My mom's going to do turkey tomorrow morning, so it's always good to do it late at night where I can prep for all my baking stuff. And then tomorrow, I got mac and cheese, and then I got to help mom with the turkey. But we're expecting a big household tomorrow. We do have some family coming down to between today and tomorrow, but it's going to be a packed house, and I'm very excited to watch football, enjoy the holiday, and just eat.
Yeah. Same here, minus the football.
It's eating. And yes, football. And Dylan, we do have a special treat for you, because we're just going to preview AEW Dynamite tonight at the top of the hour.
Oh, wait, no, hey,
we're going to do a special.
TK here. Like, TK's here.
Oh, she is here.
Yeah,
she is here.
She was saying she's getting her hair done so she can't be seen. Oh, I wasn't joking about that. That wasn't a joke.
Okay. Okay. So, apologize for that, but we do have our own boss lady that's in the building, our own TK Trinidad. She's our leading lady, and she's joining us. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you doing?
Cut that camera on. Let them see it.
Hell no.
Let them see the tracks that put in.
No. Man, I tell
I
you,
done done my hair on here before.
No. I squeezed so much stuff. I was supposed to get it done tomorrow, and I was like, nah, I need to do it today because I'm going to go to the gym. And so I managed to go to the gym for 3 hours today, made some candles, did some errands, now getting my hair done. Then you try and get my nails done, and then go for a run and walk my dog. That's the game plan. We out here. But I didn't want to. I was like, okay, I think I could do it. I think I can make it work. I'm not going to be like set in the streets.
Well, we're happy that you're on. And Dylan, we do have a treat for you, because we're just going to preview AEW Dynamite just to kick it off. We do have a special night before Thanksgiving edition of AEW Dynamite coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to continue the fallout from AEW Full Gear. As you know, we have a new AEW World Heavyweight Champion in Samoa Joe. So the Obs are going to celebrate the new champion. Who knows? Are we going to see an angry Hangman? Are we going to see Swerve Strickland in the building? Who knows what we're going to suspect from the celebration? Or are we going to see an irate Eddie Kingston? Who knows during the celebration? We're also going to have, continuing the AEW World Tag Team Championships, the semifinals. We got the Babes of Wrath, Willa Nightingale and Billy Cameron taking on the Sisters of Sin. And we also, if you heard the announcement on Monday, we have the Continental Classic that's happening. And Monday, they did announce the participants. And we're going to kick off some of the matches from the Gold League. We have Kyle Fletcher taking on Kazuchika Okada. And there's a lot of stuff happening in the Don Callis family. Will Kyle Fletcher get some retribution? Will Takeshita have a stare down with Okada after the match? Who knows what's going to happen after this match? Also, continuing with the Gold League, we have Darby Allin going one-on-one with Kevin Knight, who is in his first year in the Continental Classic, and it's going to be a fun match between these two. And in the Blue League, we have Jon Moxley taking on CMLL's Mascara Dorada. All this and more happening at the top of the hour with yours truly, but also happening tonight at 8 p.m. on TBS and simulcast on HBO Max. And just wanted to get you guys' thoughts on, is there any matches in particular that you guys are excited for AEW Dynamite?
I'm definitely interested as far as Samoa Joe, what's that going to look like? That's for sure. And yeah, the women's tag team championship, of course, because the thing is, once we get to, what are you laughing at? The fact that it's just a picture? Is this what you're laughing at?
Nah, it's what Cynthia wrote.
It was a comment that Cynthia made.
Oh, she did it again. Thank you. Give it to us, Cynthia.
And also the women's tag team, because the thing is too, it's like all well and good that we have the tag team happening. And of course, I know Will hates this part about me, but it's like, well, then once they crown the official tag team champions, then what? Are you guys going to be able to maintain it? Is it going to get lost on the side? I'm kind of really curious, as you know, it seems like a great idea as far as tag teams, but you know, what happens once they finally crown the women's tag team champions? Like what's going to happen then?
Yeah, that's kind of a bit of concern. But Will, did you have any thoughts or anything that you're interested in seeing for Dynamite?
Them belts gonna wind up like everybody else's belts. They ain't gonna mean shit, because that's what AEW is good at. Hopefully it would showcase more women and stuff, but who knows? We'll see. I'm looking forward to Kyle Fletcher and Okada. Like I think Kyle Fletcher has something incredible that a lot of people either see or may not see, but it's just like, when I hear that term of like, yo, who are these cats that are like the future of the industry? I was like, yo, I'll put my money on Kyle Fletcher. Like that kid within like the next 10 years is gonna be a staple, like wherever he is. So to see him go up as Rainmaker, I feel like that's gonna give like what there's no better way to start off the Continental Classic than giving us like something that potentially a classic match. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I think TK, going back to your thoughts regarding the ladies, because that has been an ongoing discussion, because it's like, then what? And it's kind of, we saw this on Raw and SmackDown with the tag team titles. We haven't seen the SmackDown tag team titles in quite a while. Same thing with Raw. Like, who else are you gonna get? But
well, I mean, but at least with y'all have so many women in the division that, and I will say the one good thing y'all have done, let me not say it like that, like y'all haven't done great things. One thing that y'all have done that really like has made it a very easier transition, y'all have made it very seamlessly for people to become tag teams, and they know how to make it mesh well together and actually make it look like a tag team. Like, it's very rare that you don't see them like look at, like we said, like the Babes of Wrath, like Harley Cameron and Willow, both of them dressed in the same, coming out to the same music. Same thing with Mira Shirakawa and Tony Storm. y'all are creating a theme and making yourselves look like a legit tag team. So it's like, if that's a way to get some of these other ladies that are back there that don't get a chance to showcase, like having like Queen Aminata and Jamie Hayter become a tag team, but they give themselves a theme, they give themselves music. Like, you got a lot of potential to make some dope stuff happen, even if it's not forever. It's just a temporary type of thing, but it's there to make some dope stories. Unlike WWE, where it's just like, okay, we're putting this singles person and this singles person together, and they don't even form anything. No finishers, no same outfits, no nothing. It's just both of y'all come out to y'all music and y'all a tag team.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but also, I mean, obviously we don't want it forever, but that's kind of the problem with tag teams in general. It's like people either they come out of wrestling school and it's like, that's not the game, that's not the goal. And there's no like legitimate tag teams anymore. You have people who are temporary. And I think when you do that, it's harder to invest. Like Tony Storm, for instance, right? Like, is this going to be a long-term thing, or once Mercedes drops or whatever that's done, is she going to come back into the picture? Because we can't deny that she's one of the faces of the AEW women's division. So that's kind of one of those things with the tag teams. It's like, okay, it's better than WWE because they're at least having the same type of outfits and etc. However, it's just like, I think it's a little bit like PTSD. Like, how long y'all gonna be together for? And before I actually like invest and want to see more of this, like, is this like a 3-month deal? Like, what is it? What's that comprised of? So I don't know. It's a catch-22. Like, I feel like at this point, it's like we keep moving the goalposts. It's like, well, we want tag teams. Okay, we're giving you tag teams, and now they're looking like, but we want to know how long they're staying together. Okay, like it's one of those things. But for me, I just want like just a tag team. Can we just get a tag team for like 5 years at least? Like legitimate merch. Like merch is on. There's merch being sold. Like when we reference them, we think of fond moments, like that type of stuff. Versus, oh yeah, they were a tag team. Remember that? So that's what I would hope for.
I think that'll be an interesting topic we'll talk about in the watch along later tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing the Continental Classic outside of Kyle Fletcher. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Kevin Knight in his first year in the Continental Classic. He's definitely shown a lot. I know some people, or as Will said, he does look like Leon Slater. But after watching a lot of Kevin Knight and learning about him, he's somebody that has that potential, and I've seen a couple of his matches in person, but I'm very interested on what performance he's going to have, and especially going up against somebody that's been in AEW since the beginning in Darby Allin. That's a really good opportunity to showcase.
That's the same person. No one's proved me wrong, though. No one's proved me wrong. Have they been in the same building together? No. Have we seen them together? No. Same person. That's the same person. You will not trick me, Leon Knight. You will not trick me. I've seen your game.
Well, we're going to find out more on AEW Dynamite happening tonight, but that was your preview of Dynamite. And we're going to switch over to what happened at NXT. If you did watch NXT Gold Rush last night, we have a new TNA Knockouts champion.
Well, that was short-lived.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I want to hear what Will has to say.
I mean, like, wasn't she in these matches? Like, why y'all didn't just crown her after Ash left? Like, what was the point of this? Like, I do not get that shit. Like, it'd have been different if, like, do not get me wrong. I am so glad that Ming Lee got the title. Well deserved, and she deserves to be Knockouts champion. That woman is incredible. This has nothing to do with her. So I just want to take that, move her over here. What was the point of making Kalani champion when Lay was already in the picture? She beat her for
Mhm.
the title. I was like, that don't make no, like, what's going on? Like, why make her a paper champion? So now what happens? Does the streak lose? Like, does she stop being mean? Do they like? It's like it feels like every time we're getting ready to start something with a lot of people, y'all switch this stuff up. And I saw that a lot in Gold Rush, and there was a lot of stuff that I saw I did not like this week. And it feels like it just kind of feels like it's, man, we don't have nothing for the end of the year. Let's try to do something that's going to be shocking. So when we get to New Year's Evil, we have something a little bit different. And it really sucks because it's like it leaves a sour taste in your mouth, and that's not fair to Lei Ming, because Lei Ming really does deserve it. Like, I am thoroughly glad
Right.
that she won the title. Like, it has
Yeah.
nothing to do with her, but it's just like, what are we doing? Like, what was the
Especially after
point?
Kalani, especially after Kalani did that promo too. It's just kind of
Yep.
like, oh.
Mhm.
And we didn't see nothing thrive from it. We didn't see her talk
Mhm.
that same stuff on TNA. Like, it's almost like y'all had her finna do the Trick Williams run, and y'all didn't let her do it.
Mhm. Yep.
So I don't get it. But again, congratulations to Lei. Like I said, man, she is well deserving of it. She has put in the work. She has not given up on anything that she's done, and she's proven why she's a commodity and should be something taken seriously in this industry. So congrats to her. But yeah, man, Hickenbottom and whoever this dude in the back is that own TNA, man, y'all need to get this together. Y'all need to get it together, man. We can't have 2026 looking like how we had Gold Rush, because that wasn't it. That was not it.
Yeah, it felt like they had a plan and then they did a quick swerve because something else is happening. And what I do hope, as far as to rectify it, is that something is in the works for Kalani as far as NXT. Because if
It is.
not, then
It is.
I'd be highly
She gonna
irritated.
win Deadline. That's what it is. She gonna win Deadline.
Okay.
Because now that she got the heel tactic, she gonna win Deadline and then get to go up against JC.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I mean, congrats to Lei, because with the fact she has put in a lot of work in for TNA, and also she did get a new deal over the summer. Actually, over the summer. So I'm very happy, and hopefully the rest of the Knockouts division can really move forward with her, and really could see some other people stepping up to the plate, and possibly would love to see Indy Hartwell get another opportunity for the TNA Knockouts title, but hopefully. But congratulations to her. And speaking of Deadline, John Cena was there last night on NXT Gold Rush, and he had the opportunity to announce both the men's and women's Survivor challenges. For the men's side, we have Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Joe Hendry, Dion Lennox, and Miles Bourne. And for the women's, we have Sol Ruka, Will the Vice. We were just talking about her, Kalani Jordan, Jordan Grace, and the reigning WWE Evolve Women's Champion, Kendall Gray.
Okay.
No, Will.
First of all, John Cena was not there. John Cena had a video. That is not the same thing.
Okay.
And I'm very disappointed that they marketed it like that, and they wrong for that. If they were selling tickets to Gold Rush, and I paid that high ass price, and I didn't hear that music and see him walk out, I'd have been pissed off. I would have been pissed. Do not advertise him as he will be on NXT, and he's not. Y'all know y'all wrong for that. Y'all, if you should have definitely clarified that. We will hear from John Cena, not John Cena will be here. That's so messed up that they did that. But outside of that, also not digging these lineups for Deadline. Not digging them. You roll the dice and let me know which one you want me to lean to first. We going men first, we going women first.
You could do men's.
Do the men.
Men's
Why
first.
the fuck is Leon Slater in this match? Why? Why is Josh Briggs not in Deadline? I get the TNA partnership. Don't get me wrong. This is deadline, though. You have enough NXT men's roster for them to be on there. Why is he not in this match? And then even for Dark State, don't get me wrong, I get that y'all want to include them. None of them have done enough where one of the people in that group deserve to go after the NXT title. I would have rather seen Ethan Page in Deadline. Joe Hendry makes sense. Javon Evans makes sense. Miles Bourne, I guess, makes sense. But it's like, are y'all just picking people out of a hat? Like, is it just, okay, we got Javon. Oh, shit, Leon. Okay, that's good. Put him in there. Joe Hendry. Okay. Dion. There's a smudge on here. Dion. Who's Dion? The light-skinned one from Dark State, right? Okay, we'll put him in.
Imagine they say that to back out for some light-skinned one.
Oh my gosh!
Said that.
I guess we'll put Miles Bourne in since we got him going after Trick. Yeah, we'll put him in. We'll put Stephanie's boyfriend in there.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I'm not excited for this deadline at all. Like, this does not look like it's gonna be like, and correct me if I'm wrong. Like, do this look like men's wise? Does this look like this gonna be a dope deadline match? Does this look like it's about to be down to the wire? Who's gonna win?
Well, my question too, when you look at that lineup, like if you compare it to the women's lineup, right? So the women's lineup doesn't have anybody from TNA. It has the current Evolved Women's Champion, which is on brand. And it's not to say Leon Slater, he's the current champion for TNA, but do we always have to have, is that part of the agreement? Like women or men, does there always have to be like a TNA component to it? Like what is again, wanting to be in the back room so I can like hear these conversations. Like, how did we come up with these names?
And out of all names, like, if I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I need someone to represent for TNA that could potentially get our championships. Why not Mike Santana? Frank Kazarian, Nick Nemeth. Like, if you're going to really like, hey, if we got to include TNA, how about somebody who's actually going after world championships? Imagine Moose in Deadline. Like, you have bigger names that you could have associated with this. And it's just like, this really feels like y'all just picking stuff out of a hat.
You could have added Steve Macklin into the match.
Elias or Elijah, as he goes.
Elijah. Okay.
Like, any of these people could have been included in this. But it's like, because you got Leon Slater with the Javon Evans thing, and because, they're both so acrobatical, let's just go for that. And it's like, but neither one of them are in the lining to carry a brand. So that's what I get when I like, because like, I'm sorry, if I'm just being honest, outside of Joe Hendry, do any of these people look like a world champion yet?
As of right now, no.
No. Maybe Miles, but a little ways off in 2023.
That was it. I was going to say Miles is probably the closest one. And he need a manager. He need a manager.
For 2026, I could see Miles Bourne.
Yeah. If he get a manager, he'll be even better. I'm saying this for his protection, not to be funny. But when he talks, that WWE universe is going to dog walk you in the memes. Y'all might want to get him a manager. I'm just saying, again, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to pick a laugh. I'm just really like, when I heard him talking to Trick, I'm like, yo, them people gonna eat him alive as soon as he get on that mic. y'all might want to see about getting somebody to speak for him. Just a thought. Just a thought. Because y'all know how the people in the WWE universe gets. NXT is one thing. When you in Detroit, Michigan, and you got to cut a promo on Monday Night Raw or Chicago, just saying. But none of them outside of Joe Hendry look like world champions.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting deadline for the men's side. Now, thoughts on the women's NXT lineup?
That shit going to be fire. I can't even. The only thing I really wish they would have done was I wish they would have put in Callie Armstrong instead of what's her
Kendall
face?
Gray.
Kendall Gray. No disrespect to Kendall Gray, because she has been killing and doing her thing. But I would have loved to see like Callie Armstrong in this. I think that'd have been something to see.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
That would have really filled this out. The man, but again, too, like this is the one where it's like I see all these women's as champions, and all of them solidify what deadline is. Like Lola Vice, it's like, when is it? When is it Lola's time? Her deadline is coming up. Same thing for Jordan. Do you finally get it, or do you go up to SmackDown? For Kaylani, do you finally get the respect and recognition you deserve to get, especially after what just happened? And the same thing for Solo Ruka. The sky is the limit for her, but the deadline is closing on her. But what need to happen? This is the one where it's like all of these girls outside of Kendall Gray need to win this. They need to be able to win this match. And already the stakes is high. Like it's already giving me Chris Statlander, Mercedes Moné vibes during that. We was like, who? And we know Soul is a soul snatch away from trying to get a pin, and the clock is at 10. So I think this will be a good one, but I feel like Kaylani gonna steal it at the end. Like Kaylani gonna get something, and I feel like she gonna pin somebody to get a quick one and then run off, and that's how she gonna get the victory.
Yeah, I hope she gets something because
after that, it's gonna be very interesting because Lola Vice should have been champion like a month ago or 2 months ago.
You know, I talked with Mary about that, and I talked with Honey and Dion on kayfabe about this. When the saying of your time is really your time, seeing Lola now makes me so glad that she didn't get the title yet. Lola is now where she needs to be a real champion. Like the work that she put, like I've outside of her, and I'm not saying it's just because it's the mayor or anything like that, but if you were to give out an award, like like we normally do with WWT's End of the Year award, if we did like how you have in basketball, the 6th man or most improved, Lola Vice should be getting that award. Like she has skyrocketed in her superstardom as a wrestler. Like it's no longer like I don't see an MMA person trying to be a wrestler. I don't see a woman just trying, trying to be cute, but also is deadly. I'm like, yo, this girl really does give me now WWE superstar. She done figured it out. And I'm like, yo, like now, like if she win a belt now, it doesn't feel like clout. It doesn't feel like paper transition. And Courtney is what I'm trying to. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but I think you did put some points in with Lola Vice because she has been doing a lot, and I think we're gonna do a most improved star of the year when we do the WWT awards. But
yeah,
we'll do that. But hopefully, we do get audible predictions when deadline because it is fastly approaching next month. But from John, we go to the man. Becky Lynch, because she had a very interesting interview with Bert Krisser, her and Seth Rollins, because it was a lot of many topics that were discussed. Obviously, she did talk about Lacey Evans. Seth did give an update regarding his injury, which we'll talk about shortly with Seth. But Becky actually said something that was very interesting in the interview, that there was a male main roster talent who would pursue sex with women's talent and blacklist them if they either accepted or refused the sexual advances. She could later go on and say in the quote, I'm not going to name names, but there was a guy on the main roster who it was like, be careful, because one, he'll try to sleep with you. If he sleeps with you, then he'll blacklist you. And if he tries to sleep with you and you don't sleep with him, he'll also blacklist you. So there was this line that you had to walk this tightrope. Crusher added Becky Lynch if he knows the person, and Lynch replied, you know him definitely. At one point, he got my number, and I remember being like, how do you walk this line? So there was always this thing of, if you get into a relationship and things go south, they're not going to fire the guy. They're always going to fire the girl.
I know who it is. Will, do you know who it is?
I know exactly who it is.
Bert Kreischer is an amazing comedian. If you guys like, I love his comedy. I watch he's my go-to when I can't find anything on Netflix. And yeah, if you follow Bert, then you probably could figure it out.
Mm-hmm. You can figure it out without even watching that one and know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
If you watch any other stuff and follow some socials, you know exactly who it is.
It's funny. Somebody said in the comments, it's not funny, but it's funny. Somebody said Darren Young, and you guys know Darren Young is.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yes. Now you know.
It's probably not. But
for the month of June, he celebrates, and I don't mean his black side. Just
you
can fill in the
Uh-huh.
rest from there.
Yes.
He matches these colors right here on my desktop.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. In case you didn't know.
So
No, it's not him. And also too, Darren don't have that kind of pull to be able to do that of what she just stated. So
I wonder why because a lot of people, I was reading the comments because we posted this in our group chat, and I was reading the comments, and a lot of people were like, well, not saying the name, and definitely understand that maybe one of the reasons she's not saying the name is, not necessarily to get not to get that person in trouble or put that limelight, but she still has to answer to her current organization. So that might be the reason.
And also proof.
Right.
So,
yeah. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like, did she do it knowing that she was going to set a fire and other people would go and, unravel or, look for the breadcrumbs?
Yeah. This is like, this is one of those things of like how you unfortunately have to handle these situations, like especially in something with her case. Becky's now at a point where I'm not gonna say she's untouchable, but in that industry, it's like, she's not gonna get the short end of the stick. Like she's not finna have to eat crow, as the term is, like what Triple H had to do when Shawn Michaels and them left and broke kayfabe. Like
you don't think so?
No, Becky's too big now. She's too like how you said, like her as a product, you can't afford to drop down.
I would say that before, and I hope this is not, I'm knocking on wood, I hope this is not the case. I would say that before Endeavor and TKO came into play. I feel like the people who are untouchable, the list is a lot shorter than it was.
Oh yeah. No. That's why I said like not fully untouchable. That's why I can't put to where it's like you're bulletproof. Like it's like, but it's definitely, you're at a position where she's at a place where she can take risk, and when she go in the back, she's not going to get chewed out. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, why'd you think to do that? Okay, bet. But now you're also at a point too of where I could say something like this, not throw out no names, but I can start the fire that needs to be started. and I don't have to take scrutiny. I'm not finna be like, oh, you're not on the card this week. Oh no, we don't have you on the card set for this week. Like if Maxine Dupree, before grabbing the IC title, had said something like this, there could be a real strong possibility, oh, we don't see Maxine for like a month, or she's now on main event more. Like you're not
I mean, even with the champion, she's still in that position right now.
She is still in that position. You're right. Even with that, like she could lose her title like that, and then start main event and house shows. But you can't do that to Becky right now. Like Becky has too much popularity and brings you in too many dollars for you to be like, oh, we finna strip you of everything. It's like, no, you're not. No. That's why you wouldn't have put her in War Games when she didn't even have no reason to be in there if you didn't know that she's a hot commodity. But it just sucks that you have to make yourself be in a position to just even try to like rectify what someone that is doing wrong in a company, which sucks that you have to be like that first in order to be able to tell something. And you can't even fully say it.
That part right there. For God,
and also to play devil's advocate, and also to play devil's advocate, it's kind of one of those things where it gets kind of murky because you need proof. Like there's who's it? Is it? It's Meg Thee Stallion. The situation is a little bit different, but she's suing the vlogger who essentially alleged a lot of these things. And so, you walk a very murky line, especially when you're dealing in that type of thing, because like, how are you going to get this proof? Like, unless there was a videotape happening while the incident happened or while somebody said something, it's very, very hard to come up with that. And maybe if you had several other women or men come forward and say, this is what happened. So, it's a very tough thing. And then also if the person's even with the company anymore, like that's another thing too, because if he's not, then
yeah. But even too though, calling that out because that's a pattern you have. So even not being with the company, it's like something should be said, because he's not going to stop doing that just because he's not at that company.
Right.
And you should be brought up on that. Like that's one of the, like, most of y'all don't know my story, but for some of like that do know, like a TK, like those are one of the things I despise about this industry at all. Like I hate when people decide like, oh, you sleep with me, I can get you here. I can't fucking stand that. Let alone when someone accuses you of that and you don't do that stuff, or try to peg you as that when you're working hard to not be that person.
Right.
So it's like, it's unfortunate because this business, not even just this business in wrestling, but just businesses in general, it's like, it's so shitty that in a way you have to protect them to protect yourself. And that be the crappy part. So it's not like we can just say, oh, okay, she came through, she has evidence, there's this, because then now here comes the other questions. Well, how long did the company know he was doing that? Who else has he done that to? Did someone come up to y'all and say something? Did you ignore it? Did you take it into consideration? Did you truly address it? Did y'all know this when you bought the company? Why didn't anybody say anything? Oh, this is what y'all do at this job? Well, I'm not sure I like watching your product anymore, knowing that this is what you do. And the last thing TKO want is somebody holding a poster that says they make their women wrestlers sleep with the men so they can be on. So now it's like, okay, now we got to kind of protect ourselves, and in a way it protects them, which is so shitty. And it's just like, it sucks in the world that we just live in today, to where it's just like, damn, man, can we just be human beings for a second and like really like, yo, bro, this what you doing? 5 women have came to us and told us this shit. Like, what the fuck is your problem? But
I think for this in particular, especially the platform we have, I am happy we do talk about similar issues that are happening. This is not just a wrestling thing. This is an entire industry thing. Because if you follow me in my socials, you know about my love for boy bands, because I'm aware of what's happening with Nick Carter, because with everything that's been happening between Melissa Schumer from Dream and a lot of other people that came out, it is very messy. And also with the fact too, I don't think nobody should be threatened just because you didn't sleep with them. You shouldn't have to be threatened. And I do think it does have to be a conversation where, yes, it is going to get a little messy at times, but at the same time, it does need to be assessed. And unfortunately, the current state that we're in now, like getting not just in wrestling, but also out of wrestling too, this is going to be something that's not going to go away. I would not be shocked if something did happen in a couple weeks, and then the last thing TKO and Endeavor wants is stuff like this. And then it's like, oh, well, how come you guys didn't find out about this? Or this is something happened because, and I kind of said this in the chat when I was on kayfabe, the wrestling space is a very small community. So if word gets out on this, there's a lot to happen. And it's not just wrestling, but like any type of community that's very small knit. And sometimes things get tripped out at the storm. But I do think this is going to be something that we're going to be paying close attention to, and something we're going to be talking about, because some issues like this should not go away. And nobody, regardless, nobody should have to be threatened just because you didn't get sexual advances to them. That's really stupid.
Yeah. I've seen the opposite side of that. People try to sleep with you so they can get on. It's like, hey, you know, we brought you on because you're talented. Not you fit this mold. It's like, oh, I thought, damn, man, like, what the fuck is going on in this industry where y'all even thinking you got to do that? Oh,
but getting on the same topic with the podcast, Seth Rollins actually did provide an update regarding his injury with his shoulder that's been happening for the last couple of months. You have seen him not just on podcasts, you have seen him on NFL Good Morning Football, and he pretty much gave a quick update saying, once I get this arm sling off, which is in like another month, then it might be full vacation mode for a little while before I lock in and have to start training to get ready to come back. It'll probably be gradual. I don't even really know. It'll be, my guess is about 8 to 12 weeks of like, okay, now I have to stop eating. Probably 12 weeks plus. We'll be moving right into WrestleMania season. I'm hoping around February, after all the holiday stuff, I can start to be like, okay, lock in. No more BS. Give myself a month before I come back-ish, maybe. Don't even know. They say 6 months, so this could be April.
Question to the both of you. Does WrestleMania need Seth Rollins next year?
I don't necessarily know if WrestleMania needs Seth Rollins, but I think Seth Rollins needs WrestleMania.
Does his career need it? Or are you saying it just as him as a person?
I think Seth, I think story-wise, yes. I mean,
Okay.
yes, WrestleMania, after WrestleMania, there's like a reset, but you know, we have a couple, like because he's kind of close, or if not the top, depending on who you're talking to, we have a couple. I think this storyline wise, it'd be good for him to head into WrestleMania, provided he's injury free and can go. Storyline wise, I think this would be a good, because there's a position for him. He's at the top, so it's like he'll come back to the top and he'll have a storyline. Versus after WrestleMania, you know, it's kind of like a reset. But I think this would be a good look for him. Now, would they find, if he can't come back, will they find something for him for somebody else? Of course. Will it be good? I don't know if they'll be as good.
I do want to say storyline, because there's a lot of factors when it comes to storyline. I don't think he needs WrestleMania in a way, because he's already a top guy. But storyline purposes, there is still some unfinished story that obviously he has with CM Punk, and also with the Vision as well. And also, we all know with WrestleMania, after WrestleMania is over, they do a little bit of a reset and they get ready for SummerSlam, which is the biggest party of the summer. So that's going to be something to consider into. But I would not have a problem with him coming back after WrestleMania. But it's like, we're just going to see, because we do have War Games happening this weekend, and also continuing that, because figuring out, like, okay, we know Royal Rumble is going to be in Saudi. We just have to figure out who's going to win that. Then it's like some of the other storylines that are going to come into play. Like, obviously, is Cody still going to be champion? Obviously, with CM Punk, is he still going to be champion leading up to WrestleMania as a World Heavyweight Champion? And also, after John, he'll be gone by then. He'll be gone after then. So it's like you kind of have to figure out the other pieces, like who else is going to be. And also, is it a possibility we see Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania?
Seth, go sit your ass down somewhere, bro. Sit your ass down somewhere, bro. I don't think you need it for WrestleMania. I think it'll be okay if you miss out on this one.
It's one thing to say that, and I see Sindel in comments like he needs to spend time with his family, but there's something about being a current athlete when you know you can still go, and it's just a matter of your body, healing itself. So, I mean,
but
it's easy to say.
But that's why I say it, because like you came back too early from your last injury. Like
Right.
when you were in Philly, you were supposed to go on break. But because ratings that happened, you were forced to come back, which kind of lead to a lot of this stuff. It's like, I want him to have some longevity. Like, yeah, he's been there over 10 years. And I really believe, like, you have another 15 years in you. But I don't want to see you burn out and truly hurt yourself just because
where you can't come back.
Yeah, when you can't come back, or even worse, where, bro, you can't even physically play with your daughter like you want to when she gets older. I don't want to see that for you. I would rather you miss out on a WrestleMania, which is why I say I don't think it necessarily needs him this year because of what we're building, so you can get better. So when we hear the burn it down, it's like, bro, you're at 100%. It ain't no we working the shoulder and we trying to see it. Like, nah, bro, you good to go. I just don't want to see this man mess himself up to where in 20 years he walking funny, he can't really sit down, he got to be on a cane or some shit. Like, I don't want to see that for Seth, man. You've contributed way too much in this industry for you to go out like that. So I would just rather you, like you said, TK, I know it's from an athlete point of wanting to stay in the game, but it's like, bro, your body telling you to take a second. Please take that second, take that time, don't rush it, enjoy vacation, enjoy your family, find a movie to be in, but like, yo, please just let your body get back to 100% and then come be that great architect that we know.
And you know what people can also enjoy too? The Women's Wrestling Archive, which everything that they could support in women's wrestling, doesn't matter. $1, $5, $10, whatever support, every contribution helps. And just check out the Women's Wrestling Archive.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches January 1st, 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might say he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate $1, $5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Every little support helps with the Women's Wrestling Archive. And just to wrap up here, we do have one more thing we have to do. Thunder Rosa! She is actually training to get back in the in-ring return soon. The last time we did see her was against Athena for Super Card of Honor and also at All In Texas, but she took a break. But after spending months on the sideline due to a recent injury, she's officially back in training. and she confirmed her comeback preparations in her latest stories that she posted on Instagram, which definitely showed her intensely working out in her home gym in Texas. And she confirmed that she is deep into her training and sweating it out as she builds up to a full return in the ring. And this comes after a series of setbacks that she had the last couple of years. And she goes on and saying, I'm training for my comeback. Once again, it's all good. It's 80 degrees in Texas. I trained for an hour and started sweating 20 minutes in. Thanks to Melissa. She's one of my strength and conditioning trainers. She's freaking awesome. But yeah, she's making it optimistic on returning into the ring soon and onto AEW.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. How she's, I mean, despite their, whether they have a legitimate tag team or not, they have a really good women's division. And so just about building it. So I'm curious to see how she's gonna, where she's gonna play. Is it gonna be more AEW or ROH, and how it's going to fare.
Will, any thoughts?
What was it again? My bad.
Thunder Rose is getting ready for a ring return. She's training.
Same thing as Seth. Is she good? As long as you good, man, come on back. I like Thunder Rose. I like her. I like the fire she brings. So, and again, I think it just adds to the women's division. I think she was even one of those, like we talked about when Mercedes Moné won, like who was those ones that are like up there that are the face of the brand. I think Rosa is definitely one of those. So I think just having her back in the mix, even if it's to sign with the tag team, I hope not. I would rather see her go after the world championship again. Like I would love to see her versus Chris Statlander, but I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good for AEW to have her back. When did she said to come back?
She didn't say, but she's training soon. She hasn't given a definite date yet, but she is training. But and it's funny you
start
mentioned
training. We're probably looking at like a end of January, February, the latest March. If she announced the fact that she's training, so
it'll be good to have her back.
It would be, and plus for the fact too, she's never faced Mercedes because she's one of the few ladies that she has not faced. So she's been in AEW. So that's something that would be very exciting. I would love to see her back in the AEW women's title picture. Also, I would love to see her go heel. For some odd reason, I always see her as good as a heel than I would as a baby face. It's just something about Thunder Rosa being a heel that I love.
Shit, AEW need a good heel. AEW do need a good women's heel though. I don't.
Because it's like
I won right.
You got Mercedes, but then after that, it's like okay.
Is she really a heel? Like I don't need to label Mercedes a heel.
I just think of her as a heel when she first came in. I was like, oh, she's a heel.
Nah, because she's just kind of like, I don't know, like, because she don't cheat to win and stuff like that. She just kind of like, she's just cocky. Like, and I don't think ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, Ric Flair is cocky.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's true.
There's been times where it's like he's been a face and still cocky. So I'm just like, but I need like a good, strong, like, I need Thunder Rosa to go out there and say, fuck y'all.
Say that in Spanish too.
Like let it be clearly known. Like I don't like none of y'all, and I'm here to get mine. Screw everybody.
Thunder Rosa, that is funny. And just super quick, shout out to ISPW and Tommy Pharaoh for this because this was just announced earlier today that 80s Wrestling Con will be back in New Jersey in 2026. Tommy made the announcement earlier today on a local radio show that it will be back, and it does have a few people lined up. Obviously, of course, we know the Headbangers are going to have their final match at an ISPW show summer of next year. But so far, we've had the Brooklyn Brawler, the Glamour Girls, Craig DeJour already announced, but there will be a few more people that will be announced in the coming weeks. So definitely wanted to give a quick shout out to everybody at ISPW and Tommy Pharaoh for bringing back wrestling in the 80s.
Is Bret the Bitter Man Hart gonna be there?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. With Honey.
Nah, Honey even starting to... That's when you know you doing too much, Bret. When your diehard fan is even starting to come on my side of like, because every time he opened his mouth, it's like, bro, bro.
The last couple days he opened. Like, come on, Brett. What are we doing?
That, bro. And I know I'd be doing it to just be trolling, but I'd be hating it because it's like you got folks like Honey who really look up to you, and you are just tarnishing your legacy by opening your mouth. And it sucks.
Well, that's pretty much all the stories
Well,
that
then.
I have. But is there anything else that you guys want to add? I know Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
We're gonna be having a watch along on Saturday.
Oh, for War Games?
And yes, since none of us afford to go.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Actually, the other Christina is going. Your twin will.
She got money, so she could do that. I'm not paying $400 to sit in the nosebleeds of a baseball stadium. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I looked, I was like, could I pull something and go? And then I seen them prices and I was like,
$400. Oh my gosh.
$400
No.
to sit at the top, TK.
Oh, yeah, no. And then you have to drive and all that. Yeah, no.
The parking, everything.
I could think there's a better return on my investment.
Exactly. I was like, yo, what? I was like, I get it, Cena, but dang. And then it's like somewhere they going kind of cheap, but it's like, but they are starting to drop though. I will say that they are starting to drop a little bit.
Well, that's good.
I just don't know if I can pull that. I don't know if I can pull that card right now because like they actually don't look bad right now. They actually don't, like, for real. Like I think they're going for like the cheapest ones I'm seeing is like 100 right now.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah, like they got some for like 144, 138, 120, but it's like it's still nosebleed though. Wow. Then the closest one like is maybe here for 256, but I'm still so far from the ring. Like even getting on the floor is $900, or even being like here, but I know that's camera, 1,000, like 1,100, and then there's one right here for like 148.
My God. No, there's some interesting prices.
I misremoved it. My bad, TK.
But that kind of wraps up our pre-Thanksgiving for WWT Live, and we're wrapping up here so we can get ready for tomorrow. But Boss Lady TK, where can the people find you?
You can find me everywhere at TK Trinidad. Like I said, we're gonna have our watch along on Saturday, probably some other shows as well, just to help finish up the year. We'll also be making our announcement as far as when the our end of the year show is, and yeah, fun times.
Well, Christina, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Christina No Name on all socials, since that's who I am now. You can also find me on my Twitch at Christina2 for any kind of gaming social aspects as well. So, and just hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, man. You know, hopefully I get my real name back one day. But, you know,
happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yes. Sending happy Thanksgiving to everybody, but the people can find me top of the hour because we're going to do a special night before Thanksgiving of AEW Dynamite. We got Cannon Classic, Fallout for AEW Full Gear. Also, you can follow me on my socials at CourtneyNJ11. You can check out my latest post where I asked Chris Statlander a question at the Media Scrum at AEW Full Gear. It is posted on socials. Make sure to follow ISPW Wrestling. The next show that I will be doing commentary for will be February 13th for Girl Power Pro Wrestling. We're going to have Deanna Purrazzo there, Carissa Rivera, formerly known as Electra Lopez, be there. So it's going to be a fun time. And just make sure to follow the stuff that Honey and I did over the weekend. We do want to thank everybody in WWT Live. We are thankful for all of you, and hopefully you get to spend Thanksgiving with your loved ones, your family, your friends, whoever you want to spend Thanksgiving with, because we are thankful for all of you to spend it with us and appreciate it. And as Boss Lady said, we got to watch along for War Games this weekend. And thank you for supporting Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.